do this business full time, correct?
That is correct, Felix.
Okay, and you're making, how much did you say you're making per month?
I'm making about $10,000 profit a month.
Okay. In this video, we're sitting down with Steve. Steve is a full-time medical commodities reseller making over $10,000 a month in profit. In this video, we're gonna sit down, ask him a few questions to see how he runs his business and what a day-to-day looks like in his life. Welcome to the channel, Steve. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what you have going on for us today.
All right, everybody. Yes, my name is Steve Madison, and I'm from Tampa, Florida. And I've been doing this, the medical commodities, for about 3 years.
Cool. So the last time I sat down with Steve, either on this channel I put it on, or I put it on my other channel, Flipping Medical Commodities University. You can check the first link down in the description if you want more information. Steve actually took my training called Flipping Medical Commodities University, where I show you how to buy and sell diabetic testing supplies, aka medical commodities. And after taking the training and after a few years went by, Steve has able to create massive levels of success. So he's down here in Tampa, Florida. I was in town for the day and I wanted to sit down with him and have him on the channel so he can educate and inspire everybody to start a business of their own. It doesn't have to be the medical commodities, but if it is a business that I recommend and we both stand by, it's definitely this business. So tell everybody what you like most about this business. And for anybody who doesn't really know what the business is, we're basically buying and reselling extra diabetic testing supplies from the 30+ million Americans inside of America who have diabetes. So what's your favorite part of this business? If you had to boil it down to, it could be one or two or three things, but what would you say your favorite part of this business is?
It's super simple. I mean, anybody can really do this as long as you follow what is put in the videos and implement everything and just keep at it. You know, it may not happen in a day or two or a month, but it will happen if you're consistent with what you're supposed to be doing.
Cool. So I thought you were going to say the repeat clients.
You know,
I thought you were going to say the repeat clients. Like the thing that I love the most about this business is I've literally been buying product from people that I bought product from in the first year. Now, obviously, not every client's going to stick on, but the beautiful thing and kind of the sad thing at the same time about this business is that once people have diabetes, there's no cure to this disease. Now, maybe they have a cure, but that's a scientific video for a whole nother topic. But there literally are clients that you could buy from for months and months at a time. Do you have any clients, just out of curiosity, that when you first started this business around maybe the time of the pandemic, that you still are buying from them to this day?
Yes, Felix, I have a lot of repeat customers. I love my repeat customers. That's another thing I like about this business, because you can build relationships. It doesn't have to be about diabetic test strips. You know, you could talk about, you know, sports or whatever. I've built a lot of good friends, and I have many repeat customers. I have at least 20, 25.
Cool. So when he says repeat customers, he's basically putting out marketing and people are calling him looking to sell them their diabetic supplies. He buys them, he resells them to the big name wholesalers that we use, the buyers we use. And from there, they might call him back in a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, and say, hey, Steve, I got more product. So that's what we mean by repeat customers. Do you want to basically tell everybody, you know, what it maybe like a day in the life looks like for you? Because you do this business full time, correct?
That is correct, Felix.
Okay, and you're making, how much did you say you're making per month?
I'm making about $10,000 profit a month.
Okay, do you want to tell everybody what a day in the life? Because I think one of the things that might be a question when people want to do this business is, you know, how much time do I have to do? How much time is needed? What's my days going to look like? Is this a business where you're making $10,000 a month, but you have no life? Or does this give you, are you putting in 20-hour weeks, 50-hour weeks, 80-hour weeks? What does your day-to-day and week-to-week look like?
Well, my day is I put Craigslist ads on. I post Craigslist ads. I do my marketing. And each day, you know, I get calls. I'll make appointments. I'll try to do multiple pickups at one time, so you're not wasting gas. But my week it's freedom, really. I'm not really working hard at all. It's not work to me. But I'm doing something every day, though. I'm doing RGA. I call it RGA, which is revenue generating activities, which is marketing, door hangers, or any type of marketing that I'm always doing. But my days, when I get calls, I'll make an appointment. A lot of these people want to meet now, but you know, it's on my schedule really.
Yeah.
You know, and then I meet up with them and I buy their product.
So then for anybody that you know, I want to just paint it the picture real easy. You're putting out marketing. People are calling you saying, hey, I got diabetic testing supplies, because we already know what they're reselling for based on the buyers we use, and I give you those buyers in the training. Check that first link down in the description for more information. You already know what you're going to sell them for, correct?
Yes. So exactly. So that means you know how much you're going to make before you go out the door and get in your car to meet them.
Cool. And if they got, you know, 5-10 boxes today, and then that repeat factor comes in, they got 5 or 10 boxes next month. It's almost how I look at it. Every single client, even if one client has 5 boxes, another client has 10 boxes, another client has 2 boxes, but they're every month, it's like a rental unit. Just like the same way you'd pick up cash from one of your tenants, this is you're picking up boxes, and those boxes equate to cash. What would you say to anybody, you know, maybe this is the first time they heard about this business? What would you say, besides the fact that they can click the link down below or they can watch my other videos, what would you say about this business that maybe would sway them to doing this over doing something else? Besides the fact that it's simple, you know, just touch on somebody who may be interested. Like I said, watch some more videos so you can get more information, do your due diligence about it. But if you could tell somebody almost like an elevator pitch about this business, what would you say?
Well, there's not much startup cost. You know, you could have $100, $200 and go out and double that with one pickup, you know, and then you could send it into a buyer and then get that money back and go back out there and buy more. You know?
I love that, actually, because if there's one business that when your back is against the wall where you could put out, so a Craigslist ad is what, $3 now? $3. Yeah. That could get you a client from, for you personally, I know one of my biggest clients ever, all time, I bought thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of product from him. I don't buy from him currently, but I was buying for him for about 2.5 years straight, thousands of dollars. And I posted dozens and dozens of ads, but you know, out of how much I've made from him, it's, you know, night and day. So, you know, just for curiosity, what was the biggest deal you ever got off Craigslist, if you remember?
Oh, I remember about $3,500. I actually have, and that's one of my repeat customers. You know, it's about an hour away. I really don't care, because it's about $3,500 worth of product, because it's a husband and wife. They both get the same supplies. So I'm actually picking up double. And that's I get that every 3 months. Every 3 months.
So you're basically making, you know, $12,000 in revenue, maybe not profit, per year from that client. I think it's funny because your biggest client and my biggest client, they always seems like they're far away. I had to drive all the way into, like, you know, downtown Queens of New York, and it was probably, with traffic, depending on what day and what time I went, it would easily be an hour-and-a-half drive. But I would come back with, you know, anywhere between $5,000 and $8,000 in product. It wasn't often, maybe every 6 months, but when I would meet this guy, I would always cash out big. So, you know, just final words of wisdom. You know, you've been doing this business for years, you're crushing it. You know, the one thing I really like about you, Steve, is Steve takes action. And inside the course, I give you like 8 or 9 different marketing strategies, but Steve has a bunch of different marketing strategies I never even thought of that he shares inside of our private Facebook group for the community. What would you say to anybody, you know, on the fence, or maybe you want to give out a tip, or maybe you want to give out both, you know, on the fence plus a tip? Take it away.
Well, you know, if you're on the fence, invest in yourself. And the great thing is, it's your business. You are the boss. You have no one looking over your shoulder, telling you what to do. You do what you want to do. I mean, that's my tip, you know, because this is your business. And of course, you're going to put whatever effort I do anyway to make $10,000 a month profit. I put in the effort because I know I'm working for myself, you know, and there's no one looking over my shoulder telling me what to do and I'm doing that wrong or whatever. I do it the way I want to do it. That's what I love.
And you're making $10,000 a month profit all by yourself. You don't have no employees. You know, that's the one thing that people don't realize about this. I know people, you know, and now I'm at a point where I have 2 childhood friends that kind of run it for me, but if I didn't have those people, I'd probably still do it myself, because I'm kind of like, I kind of sometimes have that solopreneur mindset, because, you know, sometimes we can all agree that doing it yourself, you know, it's better because you can get it done the way you want. But at the same time, you know, you can make 10. I know people making $20,000 a month by themselves, no team, no employees, no, you know, no partners, nothing, just them and their self. So maybe their car, and stuff like that. And you don't even need a car. That's crazy. This business is like, if you're in a position where you have like nothing, maybe you're backed up on rent, maybe you need a second source of income, maybe you just got fired. If you have a couple $100, and it could be done with less, you have 50, $100, you can get started with this business. You can get started in this game, and you can go out there and buy a few boxes, flip them, take the profit, market, buy a few more boxes, flip them. So there you guys have it. That's Steve.
I'd like to say one more thing, if you don't mind,
Go
Felix.
ahead, take it away.
Another thing that we are, as everybody knows, the way inflation is, these diabetic people are really struggling. And we are, for me, I like helping them.
Yeah.
You know, we're helping these people out more than anybody knows.
Yeah.
You know,
because they're not going to do anything with the products anyway. They're going to throw them out or let them expire.
Yeah, they're just going to go to waste, expire, or throw them out.
Cool.
So
yeah,
I like that part.
That's a good feeling when someone's like, hey, you know, I got 5 boxes. I really need to pay my phone bill. Can you come buy them? And then it's a win-win. You're helping somebody, which is always a great feeling. And then at the same time, you're probably taking those products and turning around and making $100, $200, $300 profit or more.
Right.
So there you go. Shout out to Steve. If you want to be like Steve, you could do exactly the same like Steve, like myself, like a bunch of people inside of the Flipping Medical Commodities University community. Again, click that first link in the description. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up, all of that. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Peace.